So, this is it. It all comes down to one final episode for season 3. 2 games, 1 champion. Can we win the Premier League? Let's find out. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Frankly FM84. Thank you very much for joining me on the season 3 finale of Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire. We have had 36 grueling Premier League games as we have trudged our way through another season to get to the point of giving ourselves a chance of winning the Premier League. So in yesterday's episode, you would have seen us fall to Arsenal, which relinquished our grip at the top of the Premier League table before we beat Newcastle on the road to get ourselves back into contention to win the league. So a quick look at that table before we jump into today's action sees that we are on 84 points from 36 games. Liverpool are on 83 points from 36 games. And Manchester United still have 3 games to play. And they are on 82 points. So if they win their remaining 3 games, there is nothing we can do. We really do need a result from elsewhere to help us out. But we can't do anything about that now. All we can do is beat what's in front of us. And the first game we are going to be playing in this season 3 finale is against Aston Villa. Keep everything you've got crossed, fingers, toes, it doesn't matter. We need 6 points from the next 2 games. Let's see if we can deliver. Okay then, so this is it. The moment has come where we are going to be playing against Aston Villa, and the lineup we are going to put out to try and get 3 points in the first game is Meslier in goal, Firpo, Wobat, Konate and Manea, Thiago and Bentancur as the holders, James, Verratti and Rafinha as the attacking 3, and then Benjamin Šeško will lead the line and hopefully score the goals that will get us 3 more points. There's 2 games left. Let's get the first one of those out of the way. So Villa are looking to play it from the back. There's 3 minutes on the clock. Konate deals with the long ball forwards and gets it to Firpo, who plays it to Daniel James. He runs the line and almost runs it out of play. Swings the cross in, looking for somebody at the back post. Rafinha, though, can't get to the ball. However, he turns the afterburners on there and does beat the man to the ball before it goes out of play. Verratti tries the ball forwards, looking for Šeško, who tried to find Manea. Bentancur pinches it off of the Villa player, though, gets into the box, runs out wide, crosses in. There's Marco Verratti. Gives us an early lead. 4 minutes on the clock. We are 1-0 up. And this is exactly what we're looking for. We need to drive forward, score as many goals as we can, and ensure that we get 3 points. And a start like this is perfect. Bentancur steals the ball, runs out wide, turns back, and there is Verratti with the side foot finish. Leaves the goalkeeper standing. It's 1-0. Game on. Throwing then deep inside Villa's half as Firpo throws it to Verratti, plays it to Thiago. Thiago then tries to play the ball. It comes back to Verratti, who's going to have a shot. I think it's deflected off of one of our players, has it? Maybe it just deflected off of a Villa player, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net. And Marco Verratti, all of a sudden, when you need your players to come up good, has got on the score sheet again. Let's have a little look at how this happens. So Thiago tries the shot, I think. It comes off the Villa player. Oh, the Villa player slides in, touches it past the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0. We get into the break then with a 2-goal advantage against Aston Villa, and we are looking good for 3 points in the Premier League. We can only do what we can do, and that is just beat the teams that are in front of us, and that is what we are doing at half time. No need to change anything. Let's rock and roll. Let's get on with the second half. 63 minutes on the clock, and we are going to make the first change of the game. We are going to bring on Thiago Thomas in place of Daniel James, and we're going to switch Rafinha onto the left and Thomas onto the right. I think that's the only change I'm going to make at the moment. Looking at some of the play, actually, no, whilst I'm here, Diego Llorente is going to come on in place of Konate. He's getting tired out quite quickly towards the end of the season. So 65 on the clock. Let's see if those substitutions can make any impact. 75 minutes on the clock then, and we have a throw-in inside Villa's half. Bentancur to Thiago. Bentancur again for Ratti with the ball over the top for Rafinha. He scored two. He almost assisted one. Rafinha hits the inside of the post and the ball goes out for a goal kick. 81 minutes on the clock. We're going to make the final substitution. We're going to give Šeško a little rest for the last 10 minutes and bring Esposito on up front. Let's see if we can see the game out and get these 3 points that we need. That is it then. Full time is upon us and we have come out of this game 2-0 winners. We had a lot more chances to score a few more goals, but we get out of it with the 3 points that we need to keep the pressure on Manchester United and to make sure that we are firmly in the hunt for winning this Premier League. One little bit of news that you didn't see there in the match footage was that Rafinha actually picked up a knock in the 92nd minute, so I'm not sure what his status is going to be for the final game of the season, but we are very firmly in with a chance of winning this Premier League. So let's move forwards. We'll show you what happens with Manchester United before we play our final game against Brighton. So I said I'd keep you up to date with everything that was going on, and as you can see, Manchester United have played one of their games in hand because we played ahead of them, which means they still have one game in hand. They played against Leicester. They have managed to win convincingly 4-0, and as you can see by the league table, we are now on 87, played 37. They are on 85, played 36. If they win their last two games, there's nothing we can do, but we are going to be pushing on to Manchester United's next game, which, let's have a little look at their fixture list. So in terms of their schedule, their next game comes up on the 15th. We don't play again until the 19th, so they play Newcastle next. So I'm going to jump forwards to the 15th. I'm going to show you how they get on against Newcastle before we both play our final game of the season. Fingers crossed the Geordies can do us proud. So I said we needed the Geordies to do us a favour, but Manchester United are in imperious form. They have brushed aside Newcastle 3-0. Goals from Mbappe and Ronaldo have ensured that they climb to the top of the Premier League table with just one game to go. So I believe that game is actually against Tottenham, if I remember rightly. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so they play Tottenham, we play Brighton. All of us kick off at 4:30, so this is going to be tense. So let's not waste any more time. We're going to jump forward. We're going to play against Brighton, and we're going to see if we can somehow win the Premier League. Okay, then, this is it. One final game for all of the teams in the Premier League, as the winner is going to be decided in 90 minutes' time. So, we have a few bumps and bruises again, and that means we are going to be putting out the team that is on the screen, and that is Meslier in goal, Junior, Firpo, Wobat, Konate, and Kajust. Phillips and Bentancur as the holders, Brandt, Puig, and James, with Šeško up top. So, a hard fought Premier League season all comes down to this final 90 minutes. Will we win the league? Let's find out. Okay, then, as always with these big games, there's 90 minutes left of the Premier League season, and we are kicking off against Brighton. Let's pause the game here, though. 5 minutes on the clock. We are going to bring up the latest scores from the other games, and we can see that early on, Tottenham have scored against Manchester United. Dembele giving them the lead after 1 minute. So there is hope that if we win this game now, we can be Premier League champions. Let's jump back into the live action and see what happens. So Tottenham could be doing their bit as we now have a corner. Firpo with the cross, Konate with a header, and Sanchez with a comfortable save. So I don't even know what that leaves the table looking like. I'm a little bit all over the place, I'll be honest, because this is quite tense at the moment. It could get even better if we could get on the score sheet here. Phillips picks the ball up in the middle of the park, plays it to Woba, plays it out to Firpo, plays it to Phillips. He then plays it out to Firpo again. He's going to try and beat his man. He cuts back. Phillips, some slow build-up play as he crosses the ball into the middle. Bentancur to Šeško, to James, to Kajust. Ball over to Brandt. He takes a touch, and Julian Brandt scores the goal that gives us a 1-0 lead after 10 minutes. So as it stands, we are ahead. United are behind. We would be winning the Premier League if we could stop the game right now. Obviously, we can't. There's a long way to go, and Manchester United have been steamrolling teams. But Julian Brandt has given us the best start that we could have asked for. We are 1-0 up. Let's see what happens. We just now need to keep an eye on that game with Tottenham and Manchester United as we look to go on the attack again as Woba plays the ball to Firpo, plays it to Brandt, to Phillips, back to Woba, killing a bit of time here by going backwards, but we're only in the 15th minute. And Meslier lumps the ball forwards. Brandt tries to get on the header, but it goes straight through to Sanchez. Let's see what Brighton do in terms of trying to get out from the back. So it's Dunk to Danilo to Casiado. Lamptey's going to be in behind here because he's absolutely rapid. What's he going to do? He's going to chip Meslier, and he's spoiling the party because he has given Brighton a 1-1 scoreline with a superb goal, let's face it, really. He got him down the right hand side, chips the goalkeeper, and he makes it 1-1. So we have it all to do again. It's a great finish, isn't it? That can't do anything about that. Lamptey, take a bow. Straight from kickoff, we are going to go back on the attack. It looks Canate to Bentancur to Cajuste. Is he going to beat his man? No, plays it up the line to Daniel James, and he surely can cross it in from there. Nobody in the box though. Šeško, the closest man to it, can't get to the ball, and Lamptey, who scored the goal, is now on the attack again, but gets cut out. Brandt into Šeško, turns. Phillips plays it into Puig, who has a shot from the near post. He was offside anyway, but the goalkeeper makes a great save. So non-stop action here as Firpo plays the ball to Puig. He then turns back and plays to Phillips, who plays to Woba, who's going to play it to Meslier, to Canate, forwards to Cajuste. He plays the ball up towards Brandt, can't win the header, but it's going to fall to Firpo. He cuts it back to Woba, to Canate, ball across to Cajuste, and again we start to build from the back. Plays the ball into the path of James, who's going to go out wide. Can he cross it from there? No, he cuts it back to Bentancur, tries to play it into his path. Ball goes to Daniel James, who played it back in, and the ball is cleared away from the shot from Puig. And this is tense, so not to tempt fate, let's try and have a little look at the league table. Can't do that as we've got a corner, which Firpo swings in. Canate with the big header. He can't get it under the bar, and it goes out for a goal kick. So, league table, we will be level on points if things stay this way. We are going to have to go and win this game and hope that Manchester United cannot turn things around at Tottenham. We're not going to get desperate just yet. Everything seems to be going okay. A few players were nervous there. We're going to try and go attacking, I think, and see if we can't get in behind. Brighton are building out from the back. Salisu to Dunk. He plays it into the path of Šeško. Šeško scores. He steals the ball inside the box. Little backlift as he just smashes it into the top corner, and all of a sudden it looks like we are back in the driver's seat of the Premier League once more. Don't know what Brighton were really doing, messing about, playing it across the line there. Šeško steals it. Sanchez can't get to it. We're 2-1 up, and all of a sudden our Premier League dream could be back on. Manchester United score has dropped off of the bottom there, so we're going to try and look at that when we can. But Brighton are not done here as they're pushing forwards. Trossard is in, and Trossard has equalised. This game does not do things the easy way, and all of a sudden we have gone from leading and top to being drawing and second to leading and top, and now we are back in second place. So Trossard with the finish, nothing we could do there really. Let's try and find out what's going on in the Manchester United game, because obviously a point for them would give them the title at this point. But a free kick from Bentancur, a goal which is not scored with his head by Canate, puts us back in front. And I'm going to have to try and find out pretty quickly what is going on in the other game to see whether we are back top of the table or not, because that Manchester United game just isn't on the list. So the best way to do that is go to the league table, and you can see that Tottenham must still be winning in their game. Brighton now have a corner, it's swung in, and oh my gosh, this is a comedy of errors. It's 3-3. What an absolute joke of a goal this is. So Trossard with the corner kick, Salisu dunk with the blocked shot, and Caicedo's hit the shot. It's come in off of either one of our players or one of their players, and it's just gone into the net. But we are on the attack straight away again. Canate back to Brandt to Daniel James, and Daniel James has scored an absolute screamer from the edge of the box. Not sure how he has done that at all, but this game is absolutely causing me stress because Brandt with the free kick, Canate plays it all the way back to him, finds James just standing next to him, and again, little to no backlift. He smashed it like a rocket into the top corner, and that is some finish. So this is changing all the time. The league table hasn't updated on the right hand side. It hasn't accounted for the fact we're in the lead. We are on 90 points, not 88. But Brighton pushing forwards again. Melier does well. McAllister gets the ball on the edge of the box. Domingos, Phillips steals the ball, but it's lumped forward as far as Lamptey. I think really I should have changed us back to a balanced. That's the opportunity I need. We're going to go balance for the last 10 minutes of the game just to try and keep these out. Trossard's on the corner, crosses it in, and Macias had the header. Melier pushed it forwards. Sheshko is struggling up top. I'm struggling to speak. I don't know what is going on in the other game because the league table hasn't updated. We had a corner, it's headed away, and Mecca is going to get there. Don't know why he's out wide considering he's come off a Sheshko, should be in the middle. Canate now plays the ball forward to Phillips, to Woba, all the way back to Melier. If we're time wasting, please do it sensibly. Puig to Daniel James. He's going to try and beat his man. Crosses the ball in. There's Julian Brandt. A save by Sanchez. The follow-up by Brandt goes straight back into Sanchez's hands. And this is absolute craziness. I don't know why the league table is still showing us as 88 points. Surely we're on 90 points. I'm pretty sure we're on 90 points, not on 88. But Firpo is going to bring the ball forward. He plays to Puig. Ball in from Nemeka. He chips the goalkeeper, and that is 5-3. And surely that is this game over. Just to do the Rafa Benitez from all them years ago. Hopefully we've done our bit. I'm really not sure what is going on with the Manchester United game because it's been stuck on 88 points and level for a good while. If Tottenham are beating Manchester United still, it is brilliant for us. But this is certainly causing me stress. He is saying now we are on 90 points, they are on 88. We've got a corner which Firpo swings in. Daniel James has the shot, it gets blocked and goes wide. Comes off Julian Brandt anyway, goes out for a goal kick. We are into added on time. That league table has not changed and we have won the Premier League on the last day of the season. How dramatic was that? I am absolutely exhausted from one game. One game was all that was left in the Premier League. That was all we needed. Tottenham did us a job, did us proud. Thank you very much. Calvin Phillips has got his hands on the Premier League title. He's going to lift that aloft. And we have got our revenge against Manchester United for knocking us out in the FA Cup semi-final as we robbed the Premier League from their grasp on the last day of the season. And what a better way to do it than taking it from your biggest rival on the last day, knowing there's nothing that we really could have done if they'd won the game. Just absolutely delighted that they lost. And this game here was not easy at all. At 5-3 madness. Only way I can describe it is just being an absolute madness because there's times where I couldn't talk, didn't know what was going on in the other game. Absolute madness. But we have got over the line. We have won the Premier League and Leeds United have been crowned Premier League champions. So then I feel like I need to go and lie down and recover from this last episode of season 3. You can see that we have completed the treble, which is obviously, in fact, what is this treble? So we had the Super Cup, didn't we? Yeah, so we had the European Super Cup, we had the Premier League, we had the Carabao Cup, so not really a treble, but it is a domestic double with the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. So that is brilliant. You can see that we are now making history at Leeds, which is brilliant. We were 20-1 outsiders to win the league, and this is our fourth time of winning it in the club's history. Last time was in 1992, so a lot has passed since then, and we have finally brought some success back to Ellen Road. And then it says that the Leeds board are delighted with the Premier Division win. You can see the past list of winners, which includes Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United, and now Leeds United. So I am going to wrap this episode up by saying, come back, see us tomorrow. We are going to go through the season review and show you exactly how the Carabao Cup, the Super Cup, and the Premier League were won. We'll also be assessing the transfers that happened during the season, and we will relish in the fact that we took the Premier League off of Manchester United on the last day of the season. Wow, what an episode! How thrilling was that? We have had some highlights in this save so far, whether it be the 6-5 game in the Europa League final, winning the Super Cup against Manchester United, the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal, and now the Premier League across 38 games, an entire season where we have deserved everything we got. We have played some fantastic football. We have beaten some of the top teams. We have also had some dodgy spells, but we, over the 38 games, have come out as Premier League champions. So, as I said, tomorrow will be the season review before we then start pushing on into season 4, looking to defend our Premier League title. Hopefully, have a much better Champions League campaign than the one that we had in season 3, and maybe add a few more domestic trophies to go with it. So, if you're at this point of the video, you're still watching the content, you're still enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're as exhausted as I am and you haven't done it already, please do that before you go and have a lie down like I'm going to go and have. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. A big thank you for watching, and join me tomorrow for the season 3 review, where we are going to go over all of the successes we have had this season. But for now, a big thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Leeds United, Pride of Yorkshire.